Hi, this is Mimi. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be working in my Creative Daily Journal for the days of the 16th to the 21st. Yes, you heard me. The 16th, because did any of you catch in my last video that I actually went up to the 15th instead of the 14th? No? Me either. Okay? Till I was trying to figure out what day I was on, and I was like, wait a minute, what's going on? And realized I also did the 15th in my last video. So this week, I did not journal last night. So I wouldn't do that again. Okay, so where was I? This was, see right here, the 15th. I just kept going. I don't know what I was doing. But here we go. The 16th. All right. I said it's been an extremely long day. It's 8 p.m. and I think I've had enough of this day. Totally. This was the day that my son failed his driving test, and he was not doing well. He was very upset. And my dad said to me, and I didn't even think about this, he was so upset because he's never failed anything. And he failed at parallel parking. Here, he told me last night that his dad taught him wrong. I don't know what that means. So I have to have him explain to my boyfriend what he means so I can understand what he means, because I have no idea. But that's what happened on this day. This is just some personal journaling about my son. I am going to use this paper here. Since it was sitting in there, I don't have anything going on this day. I guess I should actually use an entire page kit because I have nothing going on. So I'll just grab this one. I'm slowly running out of page kits, but if you saw my video earlier this week, you'll know that I have some being worked on, and these are going away because A, I'm not happy, and it was not a splendid day. So we're just gonna put that over there, and let's see if I have anything in here that can go with. We'll just do that instead because it was not a good day. So, and then we'll put a little ween. Look at the little ween holding the flower. Okay, so let's get started. I'm just going to, and this needs glue because it is a textured paper. It's for mixed media, but I'm obviously not using mixed media on it, so we're just going to have to glue this down. I am still, guys, I am still in my little bit of funk, we're going to call it. So it's been very hard the past couple of weeks. If you have not seen that video where I sorted all my scraps, I also am die cutting a bunch of scraps, and I have a bin sitting right next to me that has to be die cut, so I'm just going to put those extra scraps in there. Why not? Why not? This feels like it's 2 doilies. Yep. When I'm done here, I have to go upstairs and start homemade spaghetti sauce with all of the tomatoes from the garden. And then when that's cooking away, I can do the die cutting. It's going to be a fun day. Plus, I also have to make dinner. I wonder if I can get away with not making dinner. If I don't make dinner, then my dad doesn't eat. And I told him the other day, I think he's lost way too much weight. And then he said to me, oh, 35 pounds in a year isn't bad. I'm like, but you don't have the weight to lose. I said, you're old. I said, if you get sick, you're done. I said, also, it's been 6 months. It hasn't been a year. I know a lot of that weight, all that weight dropped off when he stopped drinking. Oh, look how cute he is right there. And then we'll just put this actually, you know what? Let's fussy cut around here. Not really fussy cut, but let's cut out this wreath. Get rid of a lot of this white space. Maybe we can put it in the middle of the doily. Yeah, look at that. That looks good. So we'll glue this down, and that page is done. I have nothing else to go on it. It was a very hard day. But, I mean, my dad was right. My son's never failed at anything. He graduated from high school with honors. Like, he's never failed at anything. So he took it very hard. But he hit a cone. And it's funny because my ex-husband was texting me updates as they were going, and he's like, he hit a cone. And then later on, as like they were finishing everything up, he texts me, he goes, I think that their parking spots are smaller than they're supposed to be here. I'm like, I don't know. Who knows? So this day, I made chicken and waffles for lunch. And I used these Krusteaz Light and Fluffy Sweet Cream waffles. I found this mix at Big Lots. If you've never been to Big Lots and you have one near you, you should really go. I find really good food items there that I've never found anywhere else. Honestly, I've never seen this waffle mix anywhere, and then it was at Big Lots. It's also where I discovered my favorite onion seasoning, and it's Kinder's Toasted Onion. They're the only place that I've ever seen have it, and it's delicious. I'm on my 3rd jar of this seasoning. All right, what else did we do? Oh, my kid went out with his friends. I was dying. He went out with his friends, and I had come down in the basement before he left, and his jeans were sitting on the dehumidifier, but the dehumidifier was on, so I took them off and put them somewhere else because it was blocking the fan, which I'm like, whatever. So I just took it off and I put it somewhere else temporarily, and when I picked them up, there's a huge hole in the butt of his jeans, and I mean huge. Like, his whole pocket is flapping in the wind, and he leaves and he's wearing the jeans, and I say to him, are you really wearing those jeans? There's a hole in it. And he's like, yeah, it's not that big of a deal. It's okay. I'm wearing them. And he leaves, and he comes home, and I said, don't you have another pair of jeans? And he's like, no, these ones are fine. I'm like, are you sure? I will buy you new jeans. Like, I'm going to get you new jeans. There's a hole in those. And he's like, no, they're fine. And he leaves, and he comes back with his jeans, and he goes, Mom, I just said they're fine, and then I took them off, and there's this huge hole in the back. I said, kid, you left with that hole in your jeans. He's like, no, I didn't. I'm like, yes. Yes, you did. A tiny hole is no issue. I asked you because it was a huge hole. You have no idea. I said, he is just... that kid, man. Oh, there's one book. I read one book, but he is just... some days, I'm telling you. Some days I'm like, what are you doing? My boyfriend says all the time that these younger kids have no situational awareness. And when he left, he said to me, he goes, that's proof right there. I was like, I don't know what to tell you. This was a really good book. All right, now we're on here. Here was my list that I did Saturday and Sunday. A long list of stuff I had to do. So I'm just going to tape this in. So my dog was supposed to get his pills every other day, but that doesn't work for him. So I'm giving him a half a pill every day, and it's working really great for him. Oh, here we go. Oh, this is the day I said nobody listens to me, and here's proof. So my dad came in, and he was talking about, he also got diagnosed with iron deficient anemia, and he started taking iron, but his doctor didn't tell him he needs to take it with vitamin C, and she also didn't tell him that he can't take it with omeprazole or any kind of antacids. So I'm telling him this, and he starts telling me this story about how he's been saying his pain level's wrong this whole time. And I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, well, the internet says. And every time he says this, I take a deep breath. And I'm like, dude, stop. The internet's not always right. Just stop. But anyway, he's like, the internet says a level 10 is like the pain's so bad you want to off yourself. And I'm like, I was really mad, and I'm like, Dad, your pain is your pain. Like, if you're a level 10 and you don't want to off yourself, you're still a level 10. Like, that's not... I said, also, you've been living with this pain since Vietnam. Like, it's been a good many years. Your level of pain is not going to be the same as anyone else's pain. I said, for instance, like my headaches. And then I was telling him about my headaches, and he goes, you have a headache every day? I'm like, yes. He's like, for 2 years? I'm like, yes. Oh, I didn't know that. And I said to my boyfriend, I'm like, I'm not quiet about it. I talk about it all the time. I said, this is just proof that he does not listen. Does not listen. Also, his doctor wants him to go to an oncologist, which I'm a little miffed. I'm a little miffed about this, okay? Not that she wants him to go to an oncologist, because if there is something wrong and he needs to see an oncologist, that's one thing. I said, but the thing is, he has iron deficient anemia, and he had blood in his stool back in February. And I said, and he lost all that weight. I said, which can look to a doctor to be saying there's something else wrong, right? Perfectly understandable. I said, but has she asked about your history? Because you quit drinking in either January or February, and he lost all that alcohol weight, all of it. Like, it dropped off quick because he stopped drinking. All he did was drink alcohol. He didn't drink water. He didn't drink juice. He didn't drink soda, anything like that. All he drank was alcohol. He had coffee in the morning, and then once noon hit, that's all he drank. Yeah, he was an alcoholic. It's okay. He knows this about himself, but he quit cold turkey in January, February, which led to his issues in February, where he was constantly constipated because alcohol makes you go to the bathroom. And he was constantly constipated to the fact that he, if you remember, had the impacted bowel, which led to bleeding. So I said, if there's something wrong, there's something wrong. Like, that's perfectly normal. That's fine. I said, but did she look at your history? That's what I want to know. And you also can't tell somebody who has anxiety, depression, and PTSD he needs to go see an oncologist, and then the appointment's not for a month. So mad. All right. So let's see what happened today. Oh, I ordered a water fountain for the cat because his water gets really gross. So my son wanted a water fountain to him. And then, the boyfriend went to a Mets game. So he sent me pictures from the Mets game. He always does. So here's his seats. That's where his view from his seats. And they had some weird, like, fancy lounge they had to walk through to get to their seats because the other place was blocked for the radio and television guys. So there's the fancy lounge. And then he was like, I really wanted to go get this, but the lines are so long. I said, well, go get pastrami. You were talking about a pastrami sandwich. So here's the guy making his pastrami sandwich. And here is he said, you don't even understand how big this sandwich was. So those are full-size pickle spears. Do you see it? Full-size pickle spears. That's how big the sandwich was. I was like, oh, great, because it was expensive. But it's also ballpark food. So, and then I made meatballs and mashed potatoes, which meatballs are one of my son's favorite things. I said, I'm still struggling. I filmed today, but it was just me sorting paper. Fun times. Yep, that's what happened on Monday. All right, what is this? Okay, that's private journaling. The 20th, what day is this? 21st. 21st, the 20th. Okay, so I have 2 photos here. Private journaling, and then I opened up, I've been making this blanket. I don't need this. I've been making this blanket, and every time I use this blanket, I make this blanket, I keep running out of yarn, so I just keep going and pulling out different yarn. Let's just decorate with this stuff, and then I will put everything in this little bag. Okay, so I have this that says hello. Punch out the letters. And I think maybe can I fit it down here? I can. Maybe. I have to finagle it. Or maybe I put it here. Oh, there we go. How's that? Should I do it that way? Yes. What was I saying? I don't remember. I don't remember. I really don't. How bad is that? Okay. Oh, so I was in a bit of a mood. I said in here, I will be the first to admit I was in a bit of a mood when I woke up. I was in such a foul mood. And like everything was being annoying. I said also known as a bitch. Yep, I was being a bitch. It's fine. I'm allowed to once in a while. The boyfriend stopped and brought... Why did I do that? Let's cut this down maybe. What did I do with my scissors? The boyfriend brought Chick-fil-A for lunch. We never have Chick-fil-A because, I mean... I said to him, it's so expensive. He's like, yeah, but other places have caught up now. I'm like, that's true. There we go. Like that. Perfect. So he brought Chick-fil-A, and he said he brought Chick-fil-A because all he wanted was a Momofuku chicken sandwich at the Mets game, but the line was always so long, so he didn't get one. I was like, you're so goofy. But I enjoyed some Chick-fil-A. And then, let's see, we went to the store to get something for dinner because I forgot to take food out for dinner in the morning. And then when we were at the store, we ended up just saying that we'll make spaghetti. And so I had everything at home, so there was no even reason for me to go to the store. And best part, I don't even like spaghetti, but I make it for everybody else. I don't like spaghetti. I used to love spaghetti, but then my ex-husband wanted spaghetti like once a week, and now I hate it. Spaghetti with hot Italian sausage every freaking week. And I don't know if you know this, but I also don't like sausage. I never have. So I choked down something I didn't like in spaghetti every week for 15 years. 14 years? However long we were married, I don't even remember. Oh, and the boyfriend made the new... What's this? Oh, I didn't see those with that. Okay. They're gonna... You know what? Let's just put those in with my die cutting. So... Private journaling. And then picture of the boyfriend. And I read this book, A Short Walk Through a Wide World. And let's glue this little heart down right there. Okay, and then one more day. I'm not gonna lie, my headache is like at a 6 today. And I really don't want to do anything, but I have to, because if I don't make the spaghetti sauce, the tomatoes are gonna start rotting, because they've already been sitting there for a few days. I haven't haven't had the time or actually the want to do it, but now I have to do it. There we go. So cute. Love it. What do you guys think? I like the little, it's so shiny. All right, here we go. I'll put this on, and I need one more page kit. And then I think I have to like I said, I have to make more page kits. Yeah, let's do this one. I'm going to take some of this and put this down, and I'll put this once again in with the die cutting stuff. Then we have some of this. Now this is very thin paper. I will just probably throw the scraps away because it is very thin. Let's see, what day was this? This was Wednesday. The boyfriend got up and stained the new table. We still need to get Polly, though, for the tabletop. It was funny. He's like, once it was stained, he was the only stain he had downstairs. Because I said, if whatever stained downstairs, I don't care. Like the legs of the table, I don't care. So he found something called a stain called ash, and that's what he ended up staining the legs. And then he comes in, he's like, can you tell me please what color you want to do the top? And I went out, and he had the top sitting on the legs, and I said, honestly, I like it plain. I said, but ask Bob. It's Bob's table, not mine. So we went in, and I got my dad, and he comes out, and he looks at it, and he goes, honestly, I like it plain. And I was like, okay, great. That saves one step. But now we need to get some Polly, and I just haven't been able to get to Lowe's to get some. I mean, Lowe's is literally down the street. I just haven't been able to get there to get it. Mostly because I hate going to Lowe's. There we go. And then I can add my one book right here and that altered paper clip. Okay. Book and then the altered paper clip. Come on, there we go. Oh, and obviously I knew that when I put the kit together, that the yellow matched the yellow. All right, there we go. That is my week in a nutshell. Anything else happen on this day? Oh, guys, this was so funny. So this was Wednesday, and my dad, at like 10:04, he sighs and he goes, he'll be back in a bit. And I'm like, where are you going? Because like he never leaves. He never leaves past like 2 o'clock. So I'm like, where are you going? He goes, I'm off to pick up a tea. And I'm like, okay, but it's Wednesday. And he stops, and I said, and this is why we tell people where we're going. My son never works on a Wednesday. He has the same schedule every week. He never works on a Wednesday. So then I go and I ring his doorbell, and he answers, and I said, hey, your grandfather's on his way to go pick you up. You want to run over there quick? And I look over, and my dad's flipping me the bird. I was like, what? I thought it was funny. All right. So here we go. My week. I didn't do this one, obviously, because I did it last week. So this is the week. Also, I dated all of my pages because of the whole mix-up with doing the wrong date. And I miscounted. Guys, you didn't catch that either? There's 31 days in August, and I only have 30 pages. So this is what's so great about a ring journal. Now I can just add a page. But there you go. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's been a day, hasn't it? Look, my journal's getting nice and chunky. You know I love a chunky journal. It's thick. It's getting thick, and I love it. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the like button. Comment down below and let me know how your week is going, how your last week went. How did it go for you guys? Are you doing good? I hope you're doing good. I'm trying to do better. I think I might be turning the corner, and knock on wood, because this is real wood underneath this fake vinyl. Anyway, hit the like button. Please subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great rest of your day.